Have you ever felt like you're speaking a language only a handful of people truly understand? Like your thoughts, your perceptions, your very way of navigating the world is fundamentally different from 99% of those around you? Perhaps you've been labeled too sensitive, too deep, overly complicated, or simply odd. What if these very experiences aren't flaws to be fixed, but rather profound indicators of a mind so rare, so uniquely wired, that it operates on a completely different frequency than the conventional world? For centuries, humanity has pondered the vast spectrum of consciousness and individuality. But it was the towering figure of Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung who dared to map the intricate, hidden landscapes of the human psyche. He didn't just categorize behaviors. He unveiled the archetypal forces, the subtle energies, and the profound inner journeys that shape our very being. Today, we're going to dive deep into Jung's remarkable insights, exploring 8 distinct signs that, if you recognize them in yourself, suggest you possess a mind that 99% of people around you simply can't understand. This isn't about superiority or isolation. It's about profound self-recognition, about finally making sense of the struggles and the triumphs that come with seeing the world through an exceptionally rare lens. It's about validating your unique inner reality and understanding the incredible gifts that lie within it. So lean in closely. If you've ever felt like an enigma, even to yourself, what we're about to share might just be the revelation you've been waiting for. Let's embark on this journey into the mind rarely understood, as illuminated by Carl Jung. The first sign that you might possess a mind operating on a truly different wavelength is a profound and often overwhelming sensitivity to the subtle energies and unconscious currents of others. While most people interact on a surface level, picking up on overt cues, you absorb the underlying moods, unspoken tensions, and even archetypal patterns emanating from individuals and groups. This isn't just empathy. It's almost a psychic resonance, where you feel the weight of collective anxieties or individual hidden sorrows without a word being spoken. This depth of perception can make social gatherings exhausting, as your system is processing far more information than the average person's, leading to a sense of being overwhelmed or misunderstood when you react to something others haven't consciously registered. It's like having extrasensory organs for the non-physical world, and trying to explain what you're sensing often falls on deaf ears. Secondly, you likely exhibit a natural, perhaps even compulsive, inclination towards symbolic and metaphorical thinking, often struggling with literal interpretations. For you, life isn't just a series of concrete events. It's a rich tapestry woven with symbols, archetypes, and deeper meanings. Dreams are vivid, powerful communications. Coincidences hold profound significance, and everyday objects or situations can spark a cascade of metaphorical connections that are entirely lost on others. You might find conventional conversations frustratingly superficial, as your mind constantly seeks the underlying pattern, the deeper truth, the symbolic resonance behind every word and action. Trying to explain these intuitive leaps can leave you feeling isolated, as others simply don't have the framework to grasp the intricate web of meaning your mind effortlessly creates. The third sign is an intense and often all-consuming inner world that often overshadows external reality. For many, the outside world is the primary source of stimulation and validation. But for you, the most vibrant and compelling landscape exists within. Your thoughts, fantasies, philosophical ponderings, and internal dialogues are so rich and complex that they often feel more real and engaging than external events. This isn't escapism, it's where your consciousness thrives. This profound introversion, in the Jungian sense drawing energy and focus inward, means you might appear aloof, quiet, or detached to those who don't understand the immense activity happening behind your eyes. Your need for solitude isn't antisocial. It's a vital requirement to process and organize the vast information of your inner universe, making you difficult to understand for those whose primary orientation is outward. The fourth indicator points to a relentless, almost obsessive, pursuit of authentic meaning and purpose, often at the expense of conventional success or societal expectations. While most people are guided by external metric status, wealth, social approval, your deepest drive comes from an unwavering internal imperative for truth and meaning. You might find traditional career paths unfulfilling, social climbing pointless, and superficial interactions draining. Your mind is constantly asking, why are we here? What is truly important? What is my unique contribution? This profound existential hunger can make your choices seem illogical or idealistic to the vast majority, who are operating from a more pragmatic, externalized value system. You're searching for soul food, while others are content with a quick snack, leading to a deep divide in understanding your motivations. The fifth sign that your mind is truly unique is a courageous and often uncomfortable willingness to confront your own shadow and the shadow of the collective. The shadow, in Jungian terms, is the sum of all the qualities, impulses, and aspects of ourselves that we've disowned or deemed unacceptable. For 99% of people, the shadow remains largely unconscious, projected onto others. But your mind is drawn, almost magnetically, to these hidden corners. You are keenly aware of your own inner contradictions, your own darker impulses, your hypocrisies. This self-awareness, though painful, leads to immense psychological growth. However, it also makes you deeply uncomfortable with inauthenticity and denial in others, often leading you to challenge societal facades or expose uncomfortable truths, which the majority, preferring to live in illusion, simply cannot understand or tolerate. They prefer to ignore the monsters in the basement, while your mind insists on bringing them into the light. Now the sixth sign is that you exhibit an unwavering resistance to superficiality and small talk, with a profound craving for depth in all interactions. Your mind hungers for genuine connection, for conversations that explore the profound, the philosophical, the raw truths of human experience. You find polite chatter, gossip, and discussions about trivial matters deeply unsatisfying and often draining. This isn't snobbery. It's a fundamental mismatch in how your mind seeks to engage. When others talk about the weather or celebrities, your mind is longing to discuss the nature of reality, the human condition, or the mysteries of the universe. This can make you seem aloof, antisocial, or even arrogant to those who don't share your cognitive wiring, simply because your desire for profound interaction is rarely met, leaving you often feeling isolated in a crowded room. So the seventh sign that points to a mind operating on a different plane is a tendency towards deep, transformative life crises that dismantle old structures and force profound self-reinvention. Unlike typical life challenges, you experience periods of intense existential turmoil, a dark night of the soul, a sudden collapse of long-held beliefs, or a profound sense of disorientation. These aren't just setbacks, they are necessary rites of passage, pushing you through a crucible of intense psychological change. While excruciating, these crises are essential for your individuation process, forcing you to shed layers of inauthenticity and emerge closer to your true, unique self. The 99% often seek comfort and stability, avoiding such depths. Your mind, however, seems to gravitate towards these necessary dissolutions, making your life path seem unusually turbulent or even self-sabotaging to those who cannot comprehend the profound internal evolution occurring. And finally, the eighth sign that you possess a mind 99% of people can't understand: an uncanny ability to perceive and experience synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that defy logical explanation. For you, the universe often speaks in patterns, connections, and timely alignments that others dismiss as mere chance. You see a deeper, interconnected order beneath the surface of everyday life. A thought leads directly to an event. A chance encounter opens a destined door, or a recurring symbol guides your path. This isn't superstition. It's a fundamental way your mind apprehends reality, recognizing the non-causal links between inner states and outer events. The majority, rooted in linear cause and effect thinking, will struggle to grasp this intuitive perception, often dismissing your experiences as imagination or wishful thinking, leaving you feeling like you inhabit a subtly different, more magical reality. If these 8 signs resonate with your own experiences, congratulations. You don't have a flawed mind. You have a truly remarkable one. What Carl Jung called a mind that is deep, complex, and oriented towards the vast, often unseen, dimensions of the psyche. This understanding isn't meant to isolate you, but to liberate you from the burden of trying to fit into a mold that was never designed for you. Embracing these qualities means recognizing your unique sensitivities as profound strengths, your existential questions as a sacred quest for truth, and your inner struggles as a powerful catalyst for unparalleled growth. Your journey of individuation, though often misunderstood by the many, is the very path to your most authentic and powerful self. Understanding these Jungian insights can help you navigate your life with greater self-compassion, patience, and a deep appreciation for your own extraordinary internal landscape. It's a call to honor your depth, cultivate your inner world, and courageously express the rare and beautiful consciousness that defines who you truly are. Your mind is not broken, it is simply rare, and in that rarity lies immense potential for insight, creativity, and profound wisdom that the world desperately needs. This exploration of the mind less understood, as illuminated by Carl Jung. May this insight empower you to embrace your unique journey with courage and conviction.